Hello. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Hello, Maximus, Eden Waith, Cosmic Void 3. Hello, hello, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Oh, let me just, one more thing. Just have to tweet out stuff. Okay, yeah, so tonight is a dance stream. Tonight is a music stream. And we're going to be composing. We're going to take a look at what we did 2 weeks ago with Dan. With the cozy themed bit, and then we're going to maybe do a variation on that tonight as well. So yes, that's what we're going to get up to in a little bit, but of course we do the usual thing we do on the pre-streams with when it's a music stream, which is a really quick dev update, and I'm going to show my clue board. I just tweeted about that just now, and it's the one we've had ever since I was a kid. It's the one I grew up with, and it's the reason why there's a reason why a few things actually, so I'll be sharing that really soon, and I'm really looking forward to showing that to you guys. Dave, good to see you. Blah Holtzen, happy Crimson Tuesday. Deluxe Tux, yes, is it Tuesday again already? I know, I feel exactly the same way. I can't, the weeks just go and go and go. Ah, Ace and Rex. Hello, hello. The stream notification popping up is the only thing to remind me of what day it is anymore. Yeah, do people still get the notifications for when stream goes live? Because I get mixed messages about that. Some people say yes, some people say no. So I would like to, yeah, if people in chat can say whether they got a notification or not, that would be super handy. Cosmic Void 3 says, I heard this game has very special trailer music. I'd very much like to hear it. Yeah, we play the trailer every stream. And it's a minute long, and it's got the Crimson Diamond theme that Dan Policar, who will be meeting, if you don't already know him, we'll be meeting him in maybe 15 minutes or so. He composes all the music for the game, and the theme is the best. The theme is the best piece he's done. He's done a lot of good work, but that one still, for me, is my favorite. Yes, let's make some sweet music with Mr. Daniel. Grundislav, happy Crimson Tuesday! Grundislav is, of course, another adventure game studio developer. He's working currently on Rosewater, which is a Western-themed adventure game. No, Grundislav, I have never watched Letterkenny, but I know of it, and I know it's supposed to be super Canadian small town with super Canadian humor. I would like to try it someday. But yeah, please follow Grundislav. He streams on Wild West Wednesdays, game dev for Rosewater. He has made, so please wishlist it on Steam, and Lamplight City is his most recent project. And an inspiration of mine, a personal inspiration of mine, because he was making adventure game studio games. He's been making them for years and years, and he's made like more than a dozen of the things, and it's kind of awesome to see. And kind of made me feel like it was possible, and I think that's really important. Oh, you just now got you just got the notification now? Will any of the Canadian folk music make it into the game, Eden With is saying? No, it's actually not. So this is, all the stuff that you're hearing now is what I was going to use for the music in the game before Dan came along. Before the musicians came along. This is all MIDI arrangements of Canadian folk tunes that I just happened to find on the internet. And I was looking for the guy who did the arrangements. His name is Barry Taylor, and he's from Vancouver. Or at least from British Columbia. I think Victoria, British Columbia. And I could not find him anywhere to ask his permission. And I didn't want to be concerned about using the music and then later him finding me and saying, you know, you don't have permission and things like that. And that's kind of why I started looking for musicians for the game. Artistic Coolies, hello. Hey yo, good to see you. Welcome to stream. You just started watching Letterkenny last week. So you like it, I'm assuming. Yeah, I gotta give it a shot. So what else is on the agenda? Yes, so developer update. Yes, I've finished adding the new parser responses in chapter 4. But of course what happens is as you add stuff to the game, you realize, oh yeah, there's a little asset or two that I forgot, or there's like a little placeholder thing I have to redo. And so I'm just doing a little bit of that right now. that shouldn't take too long, actually. Just about coming to the end of that, and then after that is testing. So we're just about starting to polish it. And so the development is happening, it is progressing, and everything in its own time, I suppose we could say. Yes. Oh, yes, there's always areas to polish. Yes. Okay, so that is the developer update. Next thing I wanted to do was to show my clue board that I grew up with. So this is, there have been, of course, many different versions of Clue. I was really lucky that the version of Clue that we had in the house was beautifully illustrated. I know I've seen ones where they had photographs for the different characters and stuff, but we were lucky in our house to have the, let me get this, hold on, let me get a drink and then we get this. The Parker brothers beautifully illustrated. This is the 1986 version. Sorry, this is the 1986 version of Clue. And look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? So this, I think, this has really wormed its way into my subconscious. And I'll show you some of the components. I did a little slideshow, so don't worry about seeing everything in detail because I will show everything close up. Okay, so it's taped. Okay. Here is, maybe this is why one of my favorite colors is yellow. Glorious, glorious. And it has, you know, it's got your wee little revolver. You know, you got your little knife, little wee knife. Candlestick. Yeah, so it's got everything in here. And I'll show the cards and everything in the slideshow. And kind of explain why some of the rooms in the Crimson Diamond look the way they look, and it's because of this. It's because of this board. Oh, cool. So the board is identical to Lux Tux. The board is still in decent shape. Yeah, we tended to take pretty good care of our stuff. Okay, so let us look at, let's do some show and tell. So here's the cover that we just saw. And you can see you got the whole cast of characters, and it kind of has, I don't know what era this would be, what year this is kind of set in. I would probably say, I don't know. I'm not that good with really nailing down what the fashions of the day were. Or Ace and Rex is the one you had as a kid too? Nice. Yeah, okay, so here's the cover. Here's again, I'll show the close-ups of each room too. Here's the study. Of course there's a study with a big old rug. And I didn't take too much of an inspiration from this, except for the fact, yes, that the Crimson Diamond does have a study, as a matter of fact. And it's actually in the same orientation as the one that's here, upper left in the lodge. Here's the front hall, which I don't really have in my lodge. Well, I do have a hall, but it's just a really long hallway. Here is the lounge, which I do window seats. There's not a lot going on in this room, I would say. But what I think we actually played, well, I played with the board more than I actually played the game. I would take the little figures and put them in the rooms and move them and make them sit in the chairs and things like that. You can see there's little secret passages in some of the rooms, which is kind of nice. Dan the Band Music would want to know when we were going to get to the pixel painting. If Dan was paying any attention at all, Dan would know that tonight is a music stream, and the musician on the game named Dan, coincidentally, is going to be working tonight on the game, making music, and we're not going to be doing art. Grindelstub, you did the same thing, put them in the little chairs. Yeah, move them around the house. Yes, it's called a home office now. Yeah, Grindelstub, I guess that's why we became adventure devs. Yeah, if you want to know if your child is going to become an adventure dev, okay, there's a traditional test. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, but if you put a sequence of objects in front of your child, I forget how old they're supposed to be, like really young, like a baby or something. You know, if one's going to be like like a brush, and one is, you know, a sword, and one's a whatever, and you kind of put them in front of whatever, and you see which one they go for, and whichever one they go for is going to be what they eventually. The hope is that's what they're eventually going to take on in their lives. And I suppose with adventure game developers, if you put a clue board in front of them, watch what they do with it. And if they start using the little characters and putting them in the little rooms like they're having their own little lives and acting out different scenarios, that's when you know. That's when you know you have an adventure game developer. And I don't know whether to congratulate you or offer some form of condolence. Okay, it is Japanese, Grindislav says. That putting stuff in front of your kid and just seeing what they go for. Putting a sword in front of a baby seems questionable. Oh, and you forgot what the baby picked? I forgot what the objects were. I'm sure the objects are not the same like they were back in the day. I'm sure it's not like a brush, a sword, and whatever the third one would be. I also remember in Lone Wolf and Cub, the manga, he also does the same thing. No spoilers. I won't tell which thing the kid picked. Oh, it's Chinese also. Judith Butler's Lover says, and it's based on the idea of reincarnation. Okay, yeah, cool. So it is a thing in Asian countries, in East Asian countries at least, where you can do that. So yes, we now know what the test is if you have a future adventure game developer on your hands. Next is the library. So there is no library in the Crimson Diamond, but there are plenty of bookcases. Bookcases being something that are easy to replicate, and you can just change the colors of some of the books and some of the sizes of the books, and it looks like a completely different bookcase. Kind of what I do, too. Billiard room. So this one, yeah, I've got no excuse for this. I was looking for other rooms to make in the lodge because when I first made my rooms for the game, I was not thinking of making a game. I just started making rooms, and then I decided I would make. Oh, this PC isn't battery saver mode. I don't know why. But yeah, so I wanted to make other types of rooms, and I couldn't think of other types of rooms, and so I went to my clue board and I found billiard room, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna make. I'm sorry about this. You know, I'll turn down the system sounds. How about that? Why don't we turn down or off the system sounds? Okay, I turned down all the way the system sounds. Billiard room. I said, okay, I'm gonna make a billiard room in the Crimson Diamond Lodge, and I had no idea what I was gonna do with it. It was just I just made it because there is one in the clue board. I eventually made it useful, which is a lot of what is in the lodge. In fact, it's stuff that I had designed first without any thinking of what I was going to use it for, and eventually thinking I have to use this for something because it's here now. The billiard table is an excellent example of this. Oh, my mic is very quiet compared to the noises. Okay, I can boost the mic. Also, I can also raise the mic. Why don't I do that first? I will raise the mic first. Okay, I'm going to raise the mic and I'm going to adjust the level. Okay. I can remember how to adjust the sound levels. Sound settings. Device properties. Okay. Okay, so let's pump up the sound. Let's bring it closer to my face. Hopefully that's going to be better. Okay. Okay, better? Okay, great. The lodge has like 6 bathrooms. The lodge has 2 full bathrooms and a powder room, I think. There's the ensuite bathroom. There's the full pink bathroom on the upper level, and there's a powder room. So there's 2. I think there's only 2.5 bathrooms in the place. Okay. What Dan said. Yeah. Yeah. We did yesterday Dan and I did a test, and so we should have everything figured out. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but we figured something out yesterday, and it should work, but something else will break, I'm sure. We'll see. This is the conservatory. I took a lot of inspiration from the conservatory for the conservatory in the Crimson Lodge. The big panes of glass, the greenery, the tiles, the tilted tiles, and the color of the tiles too. I used all these things for the conservatory, And the Conservatory is another example of a room that I made because it was on the clue board. This is probably the room that's the most inspired by the clue board. Something always has to break. There's so many things to break. And I think they take turns, and when something hasn't broken in a long time, it'll break again. This is the ballroom. There is no ballroom in the Crimson Diamond. I wish there was a piano, because Dan is a piano player. And it would be kind of cool to have a player piano like in the Colonel's Bequest that could play some of the music, but that's way in the future if we get to it. Sakanakao! Good evening. Good to see you. What else do we have here? Okay, so that's the first one, and I'm going to show there's a second part to this clue presentation. Here's the dining room. Dining room, candelabras, and yeah, I would put all the little pieces around the table like they were talking to each other and having dinner. Did you ever see Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble, Sakanakawa? Is that a show? I've never seen it or heard of it. Is it on Netflix? Here is the middle of the board, which is where the envelope with the cards are that you know, so and so in the so in place with the thing. That's where the cards would go for that, in the middle. And here are the illustrations for the 6 weapons. Oh, kind of clue-like in gameplay. Interesting. And what is everyone's clue piece of choice? Do you mean what is your favorite weapon or your favorite character? I have to say that for me, I didn't like the fact that in my set at least, the rope was plastic and not metal like the other pieces. Candlestick is your favorite. Deluxe Tux wants to know your favorite character to be. I will get to that because I take a picture of all 6 of the characters, so I'll tell you which one I picked. You could probably guess which character I like the most. You can guess if you want, but it's pretty easy, I think. My favorite weapon was the revolver because it's got a nice weight. It's a really nicely molded little piece. It's got a lot of detail. That's my number 1 favorite, is the revolver. Chakanakao, you're here for the lead pipe. Eden Wade says the race car. Well, the race car, you know, I guess anything can be a weapon. But yeah, it would be funny actually to mix up the Monopoly pieces with the clue weapons, because you've got that little Scottish Terrier. You've got the iron, which could legitimately be a weapon. You have a boot, a thimble. That's a bit of a tricky one, but I think that would be actually pretty fun to do. And here are the characters from my game, from my version of the game, which kind of do have, some of them kind of almost have like an Art Deco type of style to them. Here's the Terrier Sakanaka. The Terrier could definitely take someone out. It's definitely a weapon. And Artistic Coolies, you liked the rope? Out of all the characters, who do you think I liked playing the most? And who did everyone else like playing the most? And speaking of things that are inspired by other things, of course we have Colonel Mustard, who is, I think, a distant relative of Colonel Dijon in the Colonel's Bequest. Yeah, Blaholton, definitely some Landecker vibes. Definitely some Landecker vibes in these pieces. And the rope was most likely to end up in your mouth as a kid. Sakanako. Ha! Did it look the most delicious? Yes, Grundislav. You're exactly 100% right. The character I liked playing the most was Miss Scarlet. I can't imagine why. Oh, cool. Ace and Rex. Yeah, I think I have seen some of those clue books. They were like little short story mystery things you could with deductive reasoning. There's a series of clue books you got through Scholastic Orders of School. I always use these pictures from this version to picture the characters. I love this version of characters. I'm glad we didn't have a photograph based one. These characters are my favorite thing. And here are the weapons in the game. Yeah, so there's my little revolver. I think it's adorable. And the thing, yeah, I guess a lot of these look kind of stick-like. The lead pipe kind of looks like the wrench, which kind of looks like the candlestick. Artistic Coulisses, you played Miss Peacock the most because blue was your favorite color. Blue was nice too. I think I like Professor Plum too. I like that purple color, plum color. And here are just the pieces. It's just pretty standard stuff. And for some reason that I don't understand, the pencils, there were, 3 different colors of pencils, 2 blues, a red, and a green. That's just how they came, and I don't really know why. What? Grindislav, you recently learned there is a Golden Girls version of Clue. Who dies? The battery's running low? I didn't plug in the PC. Yikes. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oh my gosh, panic. Okay, you guys, I have to run upstairs. Oh my gosh. I have to run upstairs and I have to get the battery adapter. I did not bring it. Okay, I'll be right back. Yikes. Oh my gosh, okay. And it's not even plugged into the right thing. Is it charging now? Okay. It says it's plugged. It's supposed to be plugged into the middle one. And it's not because I plugged the hub into the middle one. Oh my goodness, okay. H.C. Willard, welcome to stream. Yeah, anyone who's lurking, that's totally okay. Thank you for lurking as well, but also thank you for being in chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, nobody dies in the Golden Girls version of Clue. A cake is stolen. Well, I don't understand how does a weapon figure into that? How the cake was stolen? That I can't imagine. I need to know more. Okay. It looks like even though it's plugged into the wrong thing, it's charging again. Plugged in. Because if I plugged my hub into the one that's supposed to be for the power stuff, but the webcam and the mic are plugged into the hub, and it should be fine. Yeah, Gooseegg PT. Yeah, Julia's the one who's dying here. It's very apt to say that it was dying. It was at 9%, you guys. Okay. I don't know if it's going up or not. I'll have to pay attention to that. Maybe when Dan is streaming, I'll switch the 2 ports and everything will be fine. Okay. Here is the checkmark list that we would have for our version of Clue. Okay. The Golden Girls registered trademark features a custom illustrated game board where players attempt to solve the crime of who ate the cheesecake, what they left at the scene of the crime, and which room they did it in. What room are you eating cheesecake? Aren't there 2 rooms basically I'd be eating cheesecake? The dining room and the kitchen? 9% is loads of battery life. It's not going up though. Yeah, so the Wacom Mobile Studio, it's going up to 10. Okay, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. As long as it's going in the right direction, we're fine. Okay, so Sakanakawa is saying that show you mentioned, which is Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble, is a pack of high school girls going around solving mysteries and righting wrongs. I like stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, so this is the thingy, and I think that was it. Yes. Oh, in the kitchen. Yeah. So we're at the beginning. We're at the beginning again. Okay, so that is, and I say the word "so" a lot. I'm trying to work on that. That is all I had to show. Dan, you're here. I gotta start up Discord. I gotta start up Discord so you can send me a Zoom link. We decided that we're going to be using Zoom from now on for the video part of the Dan streams because for some reason Discord cuts the sound weirdly. But yeah, we're going to raid Dan, but first I got to get into Discord. We're going to raid Dan's channel and get some work done hopefully. Okay. Now I'm going to write down Golden Girls Clue just because I want to see what that looks like. And they used illustrations. Did they use photos of the Golden Girls? Okay. Oh, well, I've Discord updates to install. I'll take this. Oh, that was fast. I'll take this opportunity to say once again, Happy Crimson Tuesday. We'll see you next week for an art stream with Pixels. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna head over to Dan's channel when we rate it, but first I have to get into Discord. Dan sent me today the Zoom link. Okay, great. And Dan, are you live? Do we have a confirmation that Dan is live right now? I'm gonna raid Dan whether he's live or not, and then we're gonna get down to business. Dan is alive. Dan is alive. Raid Dan, the band music. Okay. All right. Oh, and thank you for the raid, Art Burklaus. Thank you for the raid. Just in time. We're about to head over to Dan's stream and work on some live music composition, and that's always a fun time. I will join you shortly once we figure out the Zoom stuff. And it looks like everyone is on the bus. I'm going to press the raid button, and I'll see you guys there in a little bit. Let's do this.
Thank you. Yes. If you guys will check, there should be a new. I cannot cheer on my own channel. Well, I wasn't trying to cheer, but there should be a new reward for channel points. Yeah.
Cool.
That someone on this particular stream suggested. Oh. Well, I guess they found it. Holtzen found the reward already. Okay.
You beat Dan to it somehow. I don't
know.
So
I said basically I added a new channel point redemption for showing off something from the collection. Now, Holtzen, since you're the inaugural user of this particular redemption, what should it be? Should it be something from the big box collection? Should it be something new that was got this week? Should it be something unrelated? Should it be PC hardware? Because I got some new cool PC hardware this week too. Old of course, not new PC hardware.
It's never new.
What do you think? Pick the least cool thing. The least cool thing?
That's awesome. I love it.
That's tough. Okay.
The least cool thing.
Oh, here we go. Whoops. Here's something that's not really very exciting, that's for sure. This is a 120 millimeter case fan. But that was not from this week. I think it was from the previous week.
It's like a pun, Dan.
Look, it's brand new. You can still see the price tag.
It is the coolest.
$8.99 for this one.
Isn't it? It's a fan.
I have to have some fans somewhere. Melody, what's up? Everybody say hi to my friend Miss Melody Rose.
Hello, Miss Melody Rose.
Dan the fan. I have my own fans, and in fact,
welcome.
If you want, I'll show off a P14. This is a 140 millimeter fan.
No way.
Pressure optimized. This was $9.99. So
seriously.
Brand new inbox. You know. No, let's show off something kind of cool now.
Can I quit Discord now? Is that okay? Can I quit it?
You can quit Discord, yeah.
Okay, I'm
gonna
just
needed it for the link.
Ooh,
I should actually quit Discord as well. Okay. But this is a PSP Red because it is a God of War collectible version or limited edition PSP 2000. Now, what's not cool and what makes this not cool is that it's bricked. It's hard bricked, which means it doesn't work. It turns on, it shows the screen blank black, and it doesn't work. and I've tried all the unbricking tips on YouTube, and it's bricked. So basically what this has to do is get a motherboard swap. So hopefully I'm going to have somebody do that for me and help me out and get this thing back to working, because it's in beautiful shape. These things are usually pretty beat up. And I love PSPs. So there you go. There's a 600 channel point redeemed reward. Now, I was careful to put a timeout or a cooldown on this because
Interesting.
I have a feeling that it may get blown up. So we don't have that. We shouldn't have that issue now. What's up? It's always Sammy. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Crimson Tuesday. I am Dan Policar. This is my friend over here. Whoops, where is she? In this corner. I'm trying to be Vanna White. There you go.
Very good.
Julia Minamata. She is the game director, the game designer, the lead programmer, the junior programmer, the lead cleanup janitor, the custodial artist. You get it. It's a lot. But we're here, and we're going to make some noise. And actually, what we're going to do this week is make some noise that we already made. We're going to remake some noise because we made this noise 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we're going to show off some of what we did.
Yeah, it's a cozy theme we were working on a couple weeks ago. And it was hard for me to kind of give feedback because I wasn't able to be audio on there. But I liked what we had. It's good to revisit it, and we might do a variation because it would be nice to have a cozy daytime theme, potentially a cozy nighttime theme. But we'll see what we have right now.
Exactly. And, it's also weird. Like some folks that have really expensive, crazy camera setups, like the folks at Paradox Interactive, they've got it down. They can put all kinds of extra people on streams, and I've watched them do it. It's hard enough for two of us, and we always seem to encounter some kind of weird issue, but hopefully today, no weird issues, hopefully no drop frames or anything like that, and hopefully everything will be good and you guys will be able to see it all. So, without any further delay, let's see here. Whoops, I just shut off Julie. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to lock her. Okay. There we go. And you guys should be able to see the whole setup. Can we hear all that beautiful MT32
That was amazing.
noise?
It was amazing. Oh, that's fantastic, Dan. Did you write that yourself? We should use that.
Yeah.
This would be the new theme.
I'm thinking about it.
Just what we need.
What is an MT32? Wait, I can only answer that question if Judith Butler's lover asks that. So let's revisit. This was what we considered a cozy theme, and we mentioned kind of where this is going to be used in the game, that we feel like it'll probably be used outside somewhere.
No, it's this. Well, I was thinking for using interior. So a bit of interior music here and there when it's just like nice animations of characters settling in and doing things in the house, because we realized that a lot of the music that Dan has been composing so far, and for good reason, has been tension and eavesdropping and scary things and eerie things, and I wanted to bring us back to what it actually is. Like the main genre of the game is cozy, and I felt like we were losing that without and we're not having enough of that type of music in the game, and that's kind of what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, the game itself, if you play it, it's not there's not like tension all the time, and it's not a horror game, it's not a thriller particularly. You'd call it more of a drama, I guess.
A drama. The cozy mystery it's a drama, but not too anything. It's not too violent. It's not too visceral. It's very, curled up under a blanket with a hot cup of tea, enjoying a good mystery story that is not gonna, it's not like a Stephen King thing, for instance.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's up, Musically Inspired? Hey,
Hello.
Everybody say hi to Musically Inspired, our friend Brandon Bloom, who actually joined us one stream a while back, and we got to show off some of his music from... We showed off Mage's Initiation, didn't we? A little bit? I believe we did.
I feel like we did. That was a really long time ago.
Yep. So say hi to say hi to Musically Inspired, and he's working on some cool. I saw some of your stuff on your Facebook today that you're working on some
Yes.
new music. I heard MT32 for King's Quest 2, which clearly was not a game that had anything except PC speaker music, and it might have had. Did it even have Tandy music? I guess it probably did, right? Tandy 3 voice music. I suppose I could look it up. It had Tandy. Okay, yeah, but it definitely didn't have anything else. It didn't have MIDI or anything cool like that. So I don't know if it's an announced project, but we've seen your previews on the Facebook. I don't know. Did you put it on your Twitter? If you want to link your Twitter here, you could definitely feel free to do that. That would be cool. But we are just about to take a listen to some MT32 music, which we have composed here. Remaking King's Quest 2 in SCI EGA. Whoa.
Cool.
Oh, you've been streaming it? Oh, nice.
Oh, shout out. I'll do shout outs.
Please. You've been streaming it on Twitch or on Facebook? I think that link is wrong.
It is?
It says @
Oh, whoops. That's right? You can have a special
right?
character?
Does it work?
I don't know.
Oh. No @
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't think so.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Mousimus, you've been checking it out? Nice. I'll have to check out some of the on-demands.
Here we go.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Brandon, a fellow composer, and I guess now a game developer. If you're doing the whole game remaking, holy cow! Yeah, that's above my pay grade, as it were. I keep thinking about game design and game development, and every time I do it, I'm like, you know what? This is just this old man doesn't have time for all that. I think music is where I got to stay for now. What do they call that? Staying in your lane. I got to stay in my lane. So let's play and see what we had.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Because it looks like we cleaned up some of it and some of it is a mess. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. So let's hear it. So let's pause it here, only because this is the mess. I think this is my original improvised piece here. Okay, and that is the end of my improvisation. So we had kind of cleaned up some of this improv, which I like. I like to about here where it stops, where this hole is. Oops.
That's a bit heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying a different sound
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like
That's better. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, do you ever notice the MT32 when you're trying to actually like play it? After using a few sounds, it starts to lag. It starts to get really laggy, or like latency or something.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, Montana never used the state abbreviation in their license plate systems. However, Columbus, Montana is the county seat for Stillwater County, the 32nd registered county in Montana, which would be MT32. How about that? Or would it be 32MT? Either way. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes. Thank you, tech support.
I feel like that horn sound is a bit strong.
Yeah, it could be.
Mm-hmm. It sounds kind of mournful with the horn ones, you know? Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that isn't bad. I don't know. I don't think it was a glockenspiel. This isn't technically an electric guitar, but it sounds good. You know, you have to take the MT32
Yes.
voice names kind of with a grain of salt because it's very early MIDI synthesis. Well, not very early, but it's early enough that it predates general MIDI, which would have made this project 1,000 times easier to compose with. And Julia would like to remind everyone that this was my idea.
Yes. Oh, yes. You cannot blame me for this one.
Well, I blame her for everything else, but not this one.
Not this. This is all you. It'll be worth it in the end, is what we tell ourselves.
Yeah, I'm hearing some different parts. Hearing some different parts here. By the way, who did we watch recently that released a tape? Somebody put out a tape, right?
Yes.
Who was
Yes.
it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, let me check.
That
Let
was
me
pretty
check.
bad.
Let me check. I can check this.
Holton, have you seen some of the art that Julia did with the MT32 stuff? That stuff looks really great.
What did I do? What did I do now?
You made a EGA MT32.
Yes. Oh yeah, the animated GIF. Yes. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Yeah, it's lagging right now. And then as soon as I turn it off, it's fine. Very frustrating. Weird.
Okay.
What if I do this? Make inactive.
Joshua Bloom. Not Brandon
Bloom,
but Joshua Bloom.
And what was the project?
It was Long Ago, Not So Far Away, which is soundtracks to go with 80s movies, sci-fi, fantasy books he's written. And he put it on cassette tape, a beautiful translucent blue cassette tape. Yes. Yeah. There are companies that will do that. And he used nationalaudiocompany.com.
Can you send me the link to that?
Sure.
I'd love to show that off on the stream.
Okay, also in Messenger?
In Messenger or Discord.
Okay. Give me a second.
Well,
I don't have Discord on, but I'll just send it to you in Messenger. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to show that off and,
Okay.
Before we do that, It's Always Sammy has redeemed a show off something from Dan's collection.
I like this. Oh, whoops.
Okay, so we already showed off a God of War PSP and a couple of things from the website onlyfans.com, which is now trying to rebrand itself as you could show off your cooking on there. Anyway.
Okay, I messaged
that's a whole
you
other story.
Thing. Tape thing.
The national. Oh yes, definitely. Who did the tape that we saw that, or it was
Joshua Bloom.
Oh, okay, that was the project, and he used that. That's right.
Yes, that's the service he used for putting it all on cassettes.
Okay, so let's jump back to. Oops, there we go. I am going to show off something that I also got this week. This is an Agp video card, which would be used with anything previous to PCI Express, which is what all of us are probably using unless we have an APU or a built-in a GPU built into the CPU kind of thing, which Intel has and AMD has. But this is a GeForce 4 Ti 4600, which is kind of an odd one. It's not super amazing, but for Windows 98, this is one of the best video cards you can possibly have. I have not actually tested to see if this works yet, so I'm hoping that it works. If it doesn't work, that's going to be a problem. But yeah, look at this cooler.
It's pretty cool.
And with the recent price of GPUs, This is actually immune to that because it's using such an old interface. Nobody cares. You can't mine with this. Well, let me not say you can't mine with this card, but you would not get any kind of usefulness other than running up your electric bill out of a card like this. And yep, there's the back. And then it has S-Video, DVI, and VGA, of course.
Of course.
So there you go. Fun fact, what did it say? Fun fact, GeForce was decided by a contest for the public to name the new chip. Really? And they've never gotten away from that. They've used the GeForce name NVIDIA's used that for quite some time. And right about this time, too, it's interesting to note that the 3DFX chip was kind of killed. I think they had the Voodoo 5 at this time, but that was their last GPU, or whatever you want to call it, video card. And after that, they kind of... That was it for them. I think NVIDIA and AMD, or at the time, ATI, killed it. Yeah, GeForce Bitcoin, really. It wasn't actually killed. It was Blanche with the hairspray in the in the easy chair. I think. By the way, the Golden Girls theme song. Tell me that that's not one of the best theme songs that there is for television.
We're not going to play it, and you're not going to play it because we don't want another copyright strike.
No, that's that's right. Fun copyright strikes. No, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna show off this cassette tape thing that Julia
it's really
just
cool.
sent me. Let's see here.
Yeah, Pushing Up Roses just did a video of where she reviewed a Murder, She Wrote episode that had Bryan Cranston and Linda Hamilton in it. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, perhaps somebody can tell me why this thing is freaking out like this. It's been doing that for a while now.
What? Now you can't even get a web browser to work, Dan. You're cursed.
But I feel like it's only Firefox. Like, I think if we do it on Chrome, it will be fine. Yeah. So it's a Firefox issue. Okay. Well, at least we know. But we can check this out. And this is a company that's making cassettes. We can call them. We can Twitter them. We can Facebook. Whatever. They're also making other digital media. But I think the coolest thing is these cassette duplication projects. Oh, and they're actually manufacturing the tape. The tape itself, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can kind of check out some of the packages and packaging that they're doing for people. Here's a whole bunch of them.
That's awesome.
Cool, like green see-through thing. Jade Anvil Collective. That looked like some kind of video game thing. There you go. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Grave Huffer.
Oh my god.
Grave Huffer? That's a cool name, actually.
What?
Cool artwork. If they're like a metal band, which I assume
The artwork is really cool. I really like the artwork.
Yeah.
From what I can see right now.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know about the name though.
They made this is the other side of it.
That's awesome. Those are really cool.
Grave Huffer. I like it. Sweet. I don't know any of the guys or where they're from, but yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool too.
These are really cool. Yeah. Why are we looking at tape stand? What are we ultimately thinking here?
Well, we're strongly considering making a cassette tape soundtrack for this game. But obviously we have to finish not only the soundtrack but also the game.
Yeah. That's just a detail.
Right.
A
minor detail.
We don't need to get into.
These are cool.
I don't think we're playing a Kickstarter. It's always semi.
Yeah, as of now, no.
No. More work.
Yeah. but I think that's enough of this. We've shown
It's really
off.
cool.
We'll go back to our cozy theme and continue to work through.
Yeah. You see, it's really pretty.
Yeah, and this part needs to be redone. Yeah, I was thinking that, Holtzen, the idea, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could put it up. Let's hear it, what it sounds like up and octave.
Okay. Yeah, I like the brighter feel too. Yeah.
The thing is, what you could do to get a lot of mileage out of it is do part of it up an octave, part of it back down an octave. So you could do a little,
let's hear what that sounds
of
like.
each. To do that, I'd want to finish out the melody and then repeat it, but with the melody down an octave or up an octave, depending on
how
you're gonna do. No, the velocity's me. It's just I'm fixing the velocities here. I'm trying to fix the velocities.
Yeah, Gusak PD, I agree. I want it to sound lighter, and I did want kind of a nighttime and a daytime version, so that could actually work potentially.
Interesting. Yeah, you could change the instrumentation as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, this is no longer 37. This is now 61. We could even put a drum beat in if you wanted, but I don't know.
I don't know
we
either.
Tried it. Sounds a little too later than It is. Reminds you of the Golden Sun intro village theme. Is it Golden Sun, the Game Boy Advance game? Nice. I've never played that.
Ooh, I kind of like that for some reason. I know that was really heavy, but
I feel like we have this here. I feel like we could use this, but just use it like later. If it's not Locrian, it doesn't count. Oh, I forgot to do this. There we go. Probably easier to see now. There we go. I assume that's much easier to read.
I like this. I just like that. I don't know why, but I really do.
I kind of want to change sounds here. That's nice.
Ooh. So this definitely is getting into nighttime sounding for me.
Could be.
I like it, yeah, because in the demo you can see people, at different parts of the night, people start going to bed and stuff, and it's kind of nice.
Ah, Deluxe Tux. Would you say a minute of music takes about 3 or 4 hours to do, judging from what I'm seeing here? No, it depends. It really depends. So that's a good question. It depends on a lot. Believe it or not, Empire of Sin stuff, I'm faster than that. But I think the average is probably 3 hours per minute, 3 to 4 hours per minute, which most composers would say that's like the average. But it depends on how complex it is. And something like Empire of Sin, or even in a way, the Crimson Diamond, you have like a sound. So I have like a set of sounds that I can use. My biggest trouble with Crimson Diamond is that I'm fighting the hardware a lot of the time. My biggest trouble with Empire of Sin, I don't know. I don't know if I have a lot of trouble with it. It's more just the amount of work. It's a lot of minutes of music that need to be into that game because that's just a big game. But yeah, oh yes, and then PSA today is the last day of Lucy's Dreaming Kickstarter, the LucasArts style comedy. It's going to be great. That's Tom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. It looks really good. Everything I've seen looks really awesome, and I think it's a family thing. I think him and his wife and his daughter
cool.
work on it.
Awesome.
From what I understand. Dolly Parton wrote "I Will Always Love You" and Jolene in the same afternoon. Wow, I did not know that, but yeah, she's kind of unbelievable. People don't even know. When they were recording that song, I think it was Whitney Houston. If you've watched the David Foster documentary, which I've probably plugged on here before, he says that he called Dolly Parton saying, "Hey, we're going to cover your song with Whitney Houston." She said, "Oh," and she started singing a part of the song over the phone, and David was like, "What the hell's this?"
Yeah.
This is the second verse. She's like, "Oh, it's the second verse." Oh, I didn't know there was a second verse. You got to send me the second verse. So it was a different version of the song. So yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Empire of Sin just announced a new DLC. Can you disclose if it adds any new music? I can't disclose anything there, but I can disclose that I am working on music for Empire of Sin at the moment. So that's it. But otherwise, I can tell you that we're going to be adding Meyer Lansky as a character in the game, which is pretty cool. And there's some other cool I don't know what I can and can't say. So, oh yes, Make It Count. That's the name of the DLC. There's no release date or anything announced, but there should be more announcements in like the next couple of weeks. So the EmpireOfSinGame.com, you'll see them on their Twitter, on Paradox Twitter, you'll see them. But yeah, we did just announce new DLC at Paradox Con, which was this weekend. Wrong, I'm working on the Crimson Diamond at the moment. That's crazy. Yes, that's true, Sammy. I am.
We were.
I was, yeah. I took that opportunity to no longer do that. And be glad that there's a timeout on that redemption.
Oh my
thing.
gosh, what's the timeout?
20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So in theory, 3 times per hour that could happen.
That's fine.
I don't think. Does Dr. Mikachu have a timeout on her shark interruptions? Oh,
I don't know.
How many channel points do you have, Sammy?
I know how many I have, so I think
it's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna run out of 15,000. Okay, so I got to raise the price of show off 21,000. Oh man.
I have 27.5K.
Oh my goodness. Enough for every 20 minutes for like the next every stream. Okay, I'll show off something that I actually have not had a chance to really look into much at all, but I thought it was a really cool item. And that is let me switch. Hold on.
To Big Dan.
To split
Big Dan
screen.
view. Yes.
This is the Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition for PlayStation 3.
Okay.
So this has some other cool stuff with it. I think this just comes with the DVD.
Grindelsoft had a drop and do 15 push-ups channel points reward, and it has climbed in price.
Yeah, I think that's going to be what happens. So there's the Metal Gear Solid 4, the game, which I've still yet to play. I've played very limited pieces of it. And it comes
wow,
with
weird.
the DVD, which is...
What is going on with his legs?
Well, he has no legs, it appears.
Well, yeah. Is that a thing in the game that happens?
This includes Metal Gear Online. I've never played that. It's a production team and game, making of documentary, and it should have the soundtrack in here too.
Grinoslav says he just added, "Show me something from your collection reward." That's cool.
Oh, to your channel?
I have no rewards.
Yep, this has both. This is kind of cool.
Yes, Kojima. What is his name? Hideo Kojima is
Yes.
Modern day Julia Minamata. Yeah.
So it comes with both the DVD and the soundtrack, which is pretty cool.
And Grinoslav did admit to blatantly stealing your idea.
Actually, it was not my idea. So one of the viewers on this channel suggested it. So you can't even take credit for stealing anything from me.
He has a rock out. Deluxe Tech suggests I need a rock out reward where I just show a random geological sample.
You could just show off your earrings.
That's true, but I only have so many pairs of earrings. I guess that means I have to make more.
Well, you only stream once a week.
Yes.
So you could make one pair of earrings a week and you'd be good.
I'll think of something that I have already like a ton of and just show something from that.
Budget CD-ROMs?
I have, you know what? I actually have a lot of like Dido watercolor cards that are just in the binder. So whenever there's a Mother's Day or a Father's Day or birthday, things like that, I would paint a card. And so I have a bunch of those. Maybe I could show one of those or something.
That's cool. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Just for Julia.
Just for me.
We'll actually go back to this.
No way. I really like that sound. I really do. Well, I guess that's Judith Butler's Lover says one day Dan will show the MT32 from his collection. And that's when we'll finally know what it is. Maybe that's why Dan was bidding on that second broken MT32s, because so he could show one.
To have one, and I'm still kind of kicking myself for losing. What was it, $118 or something like that? Now they're just tough to come by. Did you see that picture I showed you?
Yes, of the guy who had stacks and stacks of them for some reason.
Oh my God.
For no reason.
For no reason.
You were so jealous, I could tell.
I can't believe, that just angers me. It just angers me. I'll find another one. But I don't know if I need another one.
Why were you bidding on one?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's sounds like something you should have decided before you started bidding, but
No.
Yeah, just like PT, I opened one of those geology bags. You put your hand in and say gold nugget or rock, and we try to guess. Yeah, if I had a bag with a gold nugget in it. I do, Anna. Good to see you. I do have a voice tonight. I'm allowed to talk today. We're all good.
Hi, Anna.
Good to see you.
We were listening and discussing the podcast the other day.
Yes.
The podcast with Paul and Rick. And are you part of the development team of the game, Phantom Fellows?
Are you tester extraordinaire? Are you super testing it? Because you mentioned testing it, but I wasn't sure if you're doing anything else for it. Nice.
This thing lags so bad.
It's weird with old tech because Photoshop CS2 lags way worse than Photoshop Creative Cloud.
But
What?
But is there a but?
Well, but of course I'm more comfortable with CS2, so I stick with that for when I'm doing my work. But I'm trying to do a few things here and there in Creative Cloud. But for streaming, when I do art streams, I'm definitely doing Creative Cloud because for some reason or other, CS2 just chugs and the brushstrokes are all interrupted and everything. It's really weird.
That's not good.
Yeah. It's almost exactly the same experience you're having here with the difficulty of lag. So I feel like I now understand part of what Dan does.
I fight lag.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. With the art, it's really hard because there'll be a bit of a second lag and I'll have selected a tool, but the tool doesn't select. And then I think I haven't selected it, so I select it again, which turns it off, and it's the whole thing. Anna said I should be getting a big coaster this week. Yes. Thank you, Anna. You're the best. I can't wait. I love getting your stuff. Crunchy.
Yeah. The Konami code? So now we've got to go back and enter in guitar.
Anna, so you have to sand 100 doors? Oh my gosh. I'm happy for you and also good luck. That's amazing.
Oh man.
Yes, thank you. It's always Sammy. Yes, that's the CGG podcast. They have an awesome podcast.
Whoops. Ugh, lag. Kill me.
It amuses me as like a child when you select all those notes and it goes blur. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow. Whoa.
Nice. Thank you so much. It's
Wow,
always
Sammy. Unbelievable. 5 tier 1 sub gifts. Wow. To Edenwaith, Tondagasa, Grundislav, Slat Studio, and Mousemas. That's unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does it do it? I guess it does it every single time.
Oh my goodness.
It has to do it 5 times.
How many was that?
I think that was 3.
Okay.
Maybe that was more.
Okay.
I think that's 4, so there's one more. Oh dear. Good to know. We do it for the music. I think that's 5. There we go. Is there a solution? I see it everywhere with artists recording. So yeah, so Jim, the issue here is with the MT32 specifically. There's no real issue with the Pro Tools or anything like that. Like if I was using these actual instruments, let's see. Like there's no. There's no real issue there. It's just the MT32 for whatever reason. After you do a few things, it just runs out of gas. I don't know. Now it will start to lag if you use crazy instruments and
show us.
Depending on what you do.
Kill it.
This will kill it really quick.
Kill it.
All I got to do is use one of these legato sounds. And you can see it starts to load in. It's 0.5 gigabyte. This sound is 0.5 gigabyte.
Why is that?
It's just, they're big samples.
Big sound. Yeah, is it a plug-in issue?
No, it's actually a CPU issue in this case. But normally, yeah, oops, you can't see this, can you? Normally, it's not a problem really at all. Yeah, this is 0.5 gigabytes just for this sound. This is not even like one of the biggest ones. You know, if you go to one of these splits, let's go to one of these splits.
So
right?
it's loading all these sounds to the GPU and then
CPU
or
RAM, really.
Okay, and then so when your RAM is all full, then it just can't. The throughput is not there. Is that what I'm getting?
It's really the CPU that chokes first.
Okay.
That wasn't even too bad.
How is this so inefficient?
It's just these samples are recorded with such. This one isn't bad at all. It also sounds terrible. But even like the violin, the second violin, this will probably be another 0.5 gig.
What?
More.
Oh my gosh.
0.6 gigs. There's some that are even worse. Like if I start to load in some of the percussions, Cineperk, I think some of these are insane. Nope, 17 megabytes. That's not bad at all.
Is it so? Yeah.
Full 88 key mapping, 3 megabytes. No. Oh, maybe because it's not loading the full sample in there. Well, either way, these aren't bad. But some of these sounds they get crazy.
I remember that you once lagged it with a piano, a really cinematic piano.
It shouldn't with any of these pianos that I have. This particular plugin won't do anything. You can get really crazy cinematic and
because I remember last time you were playing a Crimson Diamond theme with one of these really cinematic pianos and sounded amazing, but it went to 100% CPU like in a flash.
No, that was probably a different sound. It shouldn't do that.
It's playing.
I mean, it'll show what it's using, and the only reason it's using 33% of memory right now is because I have the disk cache set up a certain way. Let's see if I set that. If I change that, that'll drop. Yeah. So now I'm only using 8% of the available memory, but watch. So this piano takes up nothing of the CPU. I mean, you know.
Right.
Now, if you want to see what happens when you hit 100% of the CPU, watch this. Oh, I got to switch to the right sound. There's no sound.
Recording's okay, but playing live is playing live the issue? When you do concerts and stuff, how does this even work?
You don't use these sounds.
Okay.
Look at this. It basically is giving me the middle finger, if you can look at that.
Yes, it literally is. So will smoke start coming out of your tower case after a while?
No, just out of my ears because I get so angry with the thing. But now, the weird thing is when I go to play this back, it's fine. It's just the recording that's a problem.
Oh.
Like, I could play back a ton of these instruments, and it would be okay. But for whatever reason, that particular one just causes me problems. Even the harp is pretty cool, and it's not really, like, much of an issue at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess playback can buffer ahead, Mosmus says. That makes sense.
The problem with that, though, is the playback is supposed to be, the playback buffer is supposed to be the same no matter what. 128 samples, which I forget how many that microseconds or milliseconds that translates to, but it's not much. I want to turn this back on. This computer also has 64 gigabytes of RAM, so it should hit no RAM limits, really.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, I'm not using this computer to stream. That's a totally separate machine entirely. So, anyway. The robot uprising. Yeah, well, it's coming. It's just not here yet. Okay, record that. Hello. Whenever you feel like it there, pal.
Yeah, and I like the piano view as well.
You like this view?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this?
Yeah. The finger views.
Yeah, it's
That's cool.
at least it gives you kind of like, instead of just seeing me like turn off to the side,
Yes.
you can kind of like see what the hell I'm doing over here.
Yeah, it's important to see that, I think, because it makes it look like he's actually doing the thing in the thing.
It makes it more believable.
I didn't today. We're speaking of rewards for chat. Have you seen what
Yeah,
Tiny Swift
bonus
does for
calf
subs?
view.
What did they do?
The same thing it's always Sammy just did.
What are some ideas people have for rewards for my channel
Yeah, I
rewards?
like that. I like the idea of channel rewards. You also got to be careful about the amount. So what
Yes, as you can see.
Francisco said he put the push-ups.
Hey, Slayer T.
Slayer T. Wagwan, brother. So yeah, we added a new reward. Okay, something from the collection. Well,
Don't do hers, but
I'll
it's
show this
awesome.
one
Uh-oh.
off.
Please say what it is, because now I'm curious. Okay, yeah, old commissions of artwork. I can definitely show those. I have a ton of that stuff.
You know what? I got a couple of cool things in the mail recently. I'll show those off.
Anna said that she was talking to this 101-year-old that still gets McLean's magazine, and she said she liked it better when they had illustrations. Yay! Yeah, I did a bunch of work for them. For about 7 or 8 years, I did a monthly piece for them, it seems like. So I've probably done maybe around 100 pieces for McLean's, which is really cool. And my mom has a subscription to McLean's, and nothing's better than having your artwork show up in a context that your parents actually understand.
Holy cow.
What is this? Are you guys finally becoming streamers? Slayer T wants to know. We're just beginning. We're
Almost.
just beginning now. Just now.
All right, I'll show off this one because I think Sammy's going to keep redeeming them, so I'm just going to show off one at a time. This is a shareware CD-ROM.
Yeah.
One Must Fall 2097. Great game. Maybe the best PC fighter, PC exclusive fighter ever made. Probably, in fact. And it comes with a bunch of other games. This collection includes One Must Fall 2097, Jill of the Jungle, Electro Man, Highway Hunter, Line Wars 2, and Bricks. Pretty much all of which I played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. This is a shareware product. I don't know, it's hard to see with the reflection. But there you go. Line Wars 2, by the way, is a really awesome, underrated game that nobody really seems to know about.
I haven't heard of any of those except for Jill of the Jungle.
Is Quest for Glory a PC exclusive fighter? I don't know. Yeah, Sango Fighter was not too good. And it was not PC exclusive, actually. I think it was released on other platforms. Amiga, something else. I'm not sure. I could be confusing that with another game, though. They should have made a deal with Transformers and Optimus Prime. Yeah, I know.
Hey Tonda, I need to shout out Tonda as an awesome streamer,
What's up, Tonda?
fellow artist, and a game streamer as well.
Yep. I try to catch his streams when I can, although I have not been catching anybody's streams lately,
Oh, me
which is
either.
very poor.
Yeah, me too.
Very poor showing of me. Whoops. Yeah, Sango Fighter. It wasn't bad. Have you played any of these, Tonda? One Must Fall 2097, Jill of the Jungle, Electro Man, Highway Hunter, Lion Wars 2, or Bricks. Have you played any of those on your streams? I want to bet you played at least one of them.
Yeah, we're doing well. Dan's composing this awesome piece. I showed my clue board from childhood. Good times.
Yeah. And we also added, Sammy has shown off, we added the, none of those? Really? I think One Must Fall 2097, if you do any old retro PC games, that's one that you would like. I don't know how well it streams, but it's a really fun game. Yeah, it's really fun. The other ones, I don't know. The other ones might be cool. Nobody's streaming them, but maybe nobody also wants to watch them. So I don't know. But I enjoyed One Must Fall a lot. Ambersine Zero, do you stream? Do you do live streams? No, okay. I didn't think so. Oh yeah, FX Fighter. That was a really, really bad game. Oh no. Sorry. Rise of the Robots. That was a really, really, really horrible game.
It looked so cool though. I remember that game because it looked amazing.
Yeah, but it wasn't a PC exclusive. I think was FX Fighter was it a PC exclusive? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if FX Fighter was any good, but I remember that I had a sealed copy of it at one point. I might still, as a matter of fact, somewhere in my collection. Pretty sure FX Fighter was a PC exclusive. Yeah, it might have been. Then there was also 4D Sports Boxing, which I think had a couple of different names. FX Fighter. Yeah, if Musically Inspired says it's PC exclusive, he's probably right because he's on the same nerd level, I think, as I am. or maybe he's I don't know. We'd have to find out. I think collection level, he's on the same nerd level.
We have to see whose glasses are thicker.
Oh, mine are thicker, I bet. I mean, DOS and Windows would still be PC exclusive, by my definition. And it's mine and Julia's stream, so whatever we say works. At least for the purposes of this stream.
Apparently there was a canceled SNES port, which I can't imagine considering what you said about the technical specifications of that game.
NES or SNES?
SNES. They had polygons in SNES, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't have any 3D fighting games on SNES. They had Clay Fighter, which looked kind of cool.
Yes, I had Clay Fighter.
Yep.
That was super cool.
They had, what else? They didn't have, like, Virtua Fighter was, like, Saturn and stuff like that. And Sega CD, did Sega CD have, they had Battle Arena Toshinden. Was that Sega CD or is that PlayStation? I think that was PlayStation. Yeah, you didn't really get any 3D fighting games. It might have worked. I mean, you had Virtua Racing for, 32X on Genesis. And you had Stunt Race FX for SNES. Sega CD was mostly FMV stuff. Yeah, they had a couple though, right? Like I guess Sewer Shark was an FMV. Yeah, a lot of them were. Yeah, Battle Arena Toshinden was definitely on PC. That's actually kind of a somewhat desirable box if you can find that one for PC. I have not been able to find any. I don't think I own any of the classic era Sega boxes. There's a few though. There's Sonic. There's a couple of Sonic boxes, big boxes. There's The Last Bronx, which is a Saturn game. There's Sonic 3D Blast. What else is there? I want to say Sonic R, which is the racing one, which I also don't think was a terribly good game. Moonwalker, no, there was no PC version. Yeah, there was quite a few cool ones.
The transition between 2D and 3D on everything was pretty rough.
It was
Not just
bad.
consoles.
It was bad. Yeah.
Oof. That's where, yeah, I think a lot of people they pinpoint that as the time. If you ever stopped playing games for a while and started again, it's that transition time that a lot of people I feel like tend to fall off of it, and I did as well.
Well, that was the period where I was like, dude, this 256 color shit looks better than this crap that you guys are putting out now.
Yep. That my computer can barely run.
Yeah. Oh, Panzer Dragoon was also another PC. That got a PC port as well. How good was it? I don't know. But that has a big box also. Very
I
hard to find.
I guess we're still waiting for that early 3D polygonal nostalgia for people to start making those
Ugh,
kinds of games again, having fondly remembered them. Is that ever going to
man,
come back?
I don't think so. That stuff looks really horrible. You know, there was some that managed to do it okay. Like Little Big Adventure, Twinson's Odyssey. Did you ever see those?
It's a matter of really finessing those limitations, and it takes really smart people to do that, I think.
Is Dusk in that style? I thought Dusk was more in like the style of something else, like more like just like Duke Nukem 3D or something like that. Am I thinking of a different game? You have the big box for Little Big Adventure? Oof. That's hard to find too. Alone in the Dark. Yeah, I don't mind low poly games. Those are okay. It's more like the 3D stuff, the early 3D
Hmm.
stuff that's
Hmm.
not low poly. Dusk is Quake 1 style. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, Quake 1 obviously aged pretty well. Super Mario 64, Majora's Mask are early 3D. Alone in the Dark. Yeah, a lot of people love that series. Street Fighter EX. Yeah, that was not the best one. Jedi Knight. Was Jedi Knight? What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of Dark Forces. Wasn't Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think I need my own channel rewards redemption tier with Dan. It's like 5,000 points, and this Dan get back to
Get
work.
back to work.
Yes.
We might have to add that, you know.
It's on a cooldown though. It's an every hour cooldown.
Tonda likes it.
Thank you, Tanda.
Oh, thanks, H.C. Willard.
Yes, thank you. I say music is magic. I always say that.
Mm.
I can see this working really well. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amberzane.
Thank you for that gift sub. Yeah, so you're an adventure game nerd. I would love to try to do this as well someday. Yeah, I mean, Adventure Game Studio has made it accessible.
Yes. So accessible.
Not easy, but accessible.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's possible. It's definitely possible.
This would be great for the intro sequence on the train at night when they start coming into Crimson. All that. I think that'd be really nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because it's kind of nighttime and it's kind of, you're setting that tone for coming to this new place, you know? I think. And of course other places too that would have that similar tone.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to go back spooky. I just wanted to throw in one little oddball chord there.
Where'd my camera go? Focus. Why is it doing that? Uh-oh.
Now you're way out of focus.
Mm-hmm.
But your hand looks nice.
Focus on the hand. What's going on?
Put your face up to it.
Yeah, it's in the, can you filter? Make yourself look better? Wait. What is going on? I haven't touched anything.
Whoa. I'm going to be blind in a second.
That's super weird. Oh, what should I even do for that?
I am not sure. But it wouldn't be a proper stream unless we had some weird thing
No,
happen.
not at all. I like those. I don't know what they're called, but I like them.
What?
Whatever the fancy stuff you just did.
This stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could call them arpeggios or
Arpeggios. I like them. They're fun.
flourishes or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, very nice.
The only problem is the MT32 does not love them. Kenny G's. Fancy fingers. Yeah, the MT32 does not love this stuff. It just, I don't know. Maybe it's just too much information for it. I don't know. If I was using the emulator, no problems. The emulator would work fine, but the real MT32 chokes. You can cheat a lot with the emulator, and honestly, it sounds better than the real thing. But it is what it is. Brandon, tell me I'm wrong.
It's hard enough pulling off a quick harp arpeggio flourish.
Yeah.
Hits the polyphony limit fast. Polyphony?
Yeah, polyphony.
Polyphony.
Yep, it removes the noise. Yep. See, even Brandon's saying another. If there's a purist, it's him, and he's saying the emulator sounds better too.
What are we doing, Dan? What have you done?
Well, I mean, I could use the emulator. This would play back just fine through the emulator, but then I'd potentially need another source.
It's too late anyway.
Oh, I mean, you wouldn't notice a difference. So what we need to do really right now, my goal is to get melody from here, from this point to this point, if that makes sense. So fill in the melody to this point.
Okay.
And then from here, we can worry about that later. But let's at least get to this point with melody. I mean, you could, yeah. The problem with writing with the... Yeah, you could record each channel separately. You could record with the emulator. But you don't really want to do that because you kind of want the limitations of the instrument in a way. So I think even using the pedal actually causes a problem. Like if I change the note values and didn't use the pedal, that would probably help. Yeah, because if you don't do this authentically, if you do this and kind of fake it and change it, it's not going to sound correct to the time. It's going to sound like, it's just going to sound weird and wrong. What I am going to do though, is I am going to do some like light mastering on all the tracks. So they'll get a little bit louder. They'll get a little bit maybe clear. They'll get some more clarity in them overall. So that you hear the track and you're like, oh, okay, this sounds good, you know? Yeah, I mean, I get it. In Mage's Initiation and Summer Days, you should cheat because the MT32 was just one of the sources. If you were doing something like the King's Quest 2, you're only going to do PC speaker or Tandy or MT32, not all of them, right? Let's look, in fact, because this is probably... What's the other controller that's there? Volume? Ooh. That shouldn't be there. Okay, that's not there. That shouldn't be there either.
Grizek PT, no one liked when I played with PC Speaker. PC Speaker is really hard to love, isn't it?
It's, it can be. It definitely can be. And there should be no panning information here either. Okay.
What's panning information?
Panning information just means pan from, whoops. See, and then what I just did. Panning from left to right.
Okay.
So like either, like listen to this.
I only have one headphone in. Will I be able to? Okay, it's gone.
You can't really hear it. I notice this is backwards. Or have my headphones in wrong. Did I cut the MT32 off? You guys don't hear it, right?
Nope.
Good. I'm switching outputs. I have no idea why that's opposite. And I just switched outputs. The panning is reversed somehow sometimes. Anyway, it just puts it in one ear or the other. I'm not doing much with panning because, again, it's just problems. I'll do that in the mixing stage. I'll just pan things as they need to be panned, but I don't really want to do much with that because the MT32, again, the more you do, the more problems you're asking for. Oops. Okay, there we go. Let's listen to this from the beginning. What's up, Crit Rocket Runner? Yeah, I forget, Sammy, you gifted a bunch of subs, so everybody should have those emotes, right? And even if you don't, you can just buy them with channel points because I only have one emote, so. Actually, I need 6 more subscribers to get to unlock another emote. Is that right? Is that how that works?
I don't know how anything works.
I don't know how anything works. Good answer. Hi, I'm Julian. I don't know how anything works.
Good luck, Anna. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck
Yeah,
with our
thanks, Anna.
100 doors.
That's insane.
100 doors.
A 5-gallon paint shaker. Oh, that's like that's the actual thing that they have at the store when you buy the
Cool.
paint and the whole floor vibrates and stuff. Yeah, that's serious.
You know, this piece is now reminding me of the debrief music that we did.
Interesting. That's a good thing, I think.
I wonder if we were to hear that, what that would sound, how that, because this is reminding me very much of that mood.
Let's see if we can open debrief. See what that sounds like. Definitely a different mood.
This is definitely like, yeah, more down and
more
yeah.
tense.
Yeah.
Kind of. Similar sounds, I guess. Maybe that's what reminds him. Similar instrumentation, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Conquest of the Longbow. Nice.
Yeah, sad yet determined Crit Rocket Runner is a really good way to put it, and that's kind of, I think, what we're trying to get across with it. Yep, this is really good for this purpose, yes.
It's debrief. It's not brief.
Yeah, exactly. Unbrief.
I think that's just a repeat, but we cheated. We reorchestrated a little bit.
This definitely feels like, yeah, like debriefing cozy mystery music for sure. Nailed it.
Nice. And it's almost 4 minutes long. So let's save this. Let's go back to where we were.
Yes. And let's have a listen again to this one for contrast.
Yeah, we're pretty different. scene in the labyrinth. Are we talking about Colonel's Bequest, or are we talking about what's her name, Jennifer Connelly and David Bowie? Because if we're talking about those two, I'm all for it. The Bowie movie, hell yeah. That song. No, that song.
Which song?
How does it go? And then where does the next part go? It's been a long time since I played that song. It's called As the World Falls Down by David Bowie from the movie Labyrinth.
Very lovely. Copyright strike, maybe.
Probably. Hopefully not, because I played it, not somebody else. But you never know.
I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah. So we need melody for this part. You got flagged for... Oh my god. Yeah, Greensleeves is definitely public domain. Oh, you were playing a remix. They recognized the sheet music? Wow. Unreal. You like that?
I do. It makes me laugh like a child. I don't know why.
We might have it. Oh, thanks, Crit Rocket Runner. And thanks, Ambersine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is it's kind of the way I would create other music. And kind of I have to do weird stuff because I'm using the MT32. Like I use all these MIDI tracks, which I never use anymore. Not since early versions of Pro Tools have they really been necessary. But in what we're doing now, they're very necessary. So what I'd love to do now is listen from the top and see what you guys think. We're going to listen from the top to about this point in the song, and we'll go from there. We'll see what we think. Sound good?
What?
Sound good? Listen from the top?
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
seeing if you had maybe another idea or something.
No. I think from the top sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot cleaner than where we were at last time.
Yes. I
Yeah,
do
like
think it sounds kind of melancholy, but that's not a bad thing because what I'm thinking actually for this now that we've heard this from beginning to end is this could be like there's the debrief music and then there would be ending music and there's two main endings. And this could be
part
the
of one
sad
of them.
ending.
Part of one of them.
Yes,
Credits or something like that.
Yeah.
Edenwaith, so this version of Pro Tools is the latest version. I might have skipped one update, but they don't use version numbers anymore. They just use the year. So this is 2020-12.0, even though it's not 2020 anymore. There might be one more update, but it's just a Big Sur update, meaning it runs with Big Sur, which is not really relevant on a PC. Although there are some other things in here that I think change in the playback engine. I forget. Either way, that's saved. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Crit Rocket Runner's asking, will the soundtrack be available alongside the game? That's definitely true. We just don't know if it will be additionally in a physical format or if it'll just be a digital format, like on Steam or wherever else we can get the game placed. Itch.io it'll be for sure. Steam and Itch.io is 100%, and hopefully some other platforms or stores, you know, in addition to that. Because I think GOG would be perfect, but we submitted the demo and they didn't take it. So, but they're also not really known for demos.
Yeah.
So once the game's finished and ready, they might take it.
Hopefully, yes.
And if not, we'll bug our friends, Grundislav and Dave Gilbert, anybody who has games on there to see how we can get our game on there. Please provide digital FLAC files. We could, or we could just do WAV.
Or MIDI.
MIDI is possible too. But it would be nice. We would love to. We would love to get it potentially on a cassette tape.
Yes.
But we'll see.
It would be the perfect era. 1989 cassette tape would be great.
The only downside is, you could do print on demand CD. I don't think CD makes as much sense on this, but I think tape would be cool.
Yeah, with the little booklet that folds out and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Where is it? I always show this game off. This is let's switch views. There we go. This is Planet X3 by the 8-bit guy, David Murray.
A gorgeous box, yeah.
He did a really good job with it. Yep.
Yes.
And I think it's still available on his website. Let's advertise for him because he did such a good job with it.
Does this count as it's always Sammy's latest
no,
show?
Only because we're showing off pieces.
I tried.
He redeemed one? Oh, maybe it should count as that, yes. But there is the original soundtrack, if you buy this version, available on cassette.
Yeah, Albionium, yeah.
And I haven't even opened it.
This would be the redemption.
I wonder if this is from that same place. 9 tracks per side, it looks like. Pretty cool. Pretty cool artwork. I still have yet to play the game, but it's like a real-time strategy. Right? I'm not good at real-time strategy. Especially with no mouse. Yeah.
It's really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, he did a great job with this. And my other friend Jim Leonard was one of the programmers on this game. He helped a lot with the coding. But I think from what he mentioned, David Murray had done a lot of it himself.
Yeah, I love that type of box. I love the little labels on the sides. The cassette's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know where he got that done, but he did a good job. And I don't know how many. So on Grundy Stream is... Yes, the Lamplight City box.
Yes, custom printed box, yeah. That was a one-off.
He did it. Bully him until he makes one. Well, you know what? Eventually I'll be able to see him in person again because he doesn't live... we live pretty close to each other.
Yes.
So once we can redo the game dev meetups that we have, then I'll go see him in person and bug him in person. When will those resume? I don't know, but hopefully at some point soon.
Can't last forever, right?
No, it can't last forever. And it's going well. So I think at this point I want to check something. I saved already. Okay, so, ooh. Who is on at the moment? We have a few people on. We have Taco Adventures playing Goosebumps the game. Middle Age Stream is saying, "What have I done? Thanks, Hungry Goria." Hungry's not on, otherwise I'd raid her. Kilgore's playing SSI RPG World of Aiden Thunderscape. And Renaissance is doing the open registration for the NES Open Tournament. Or we could do what we did last time, which was 8-Bit Guy brought a big gun to a store just to piss off parents. Really? Jeez, that's not good. Anyway, I'm not going to support or not support any politics, but just to say that we don't really do those here. This is supposed to be a respite from those politics, so let's put it that way. What we could do, which is what we did last time, we found a random person.
Oh, yes, we did.
And that was kind of fun.
It was a pleasant surprise.
We found a random person that was speedrunning King's Quest 6.
It was crazy, yes.
So
I loved it.
If Hungary was on, I would happily raid her, but I don't think she's on right now. At least not according to my thing. So what should we do? So let's search. Let's search for, if you can find anybody playing Empire of Sin, that would be cool.
Yes.
Let's see if anybody's playing Empire of Sin at the moment.
Or the Crimson Diamond, but I know that's
10 viewers on Empire of Sin.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the biggest one has 5 viewers, and I don't know if it's in English or not. So that's a possibility. Okay, what else do we have? Crimson Diamond.
I don't think so, but you know, you got to look. You got to look.
2 views. No, that's not it. No, it doesn't look like it. But if you are smart enough to do that, we will definitely raid you.
Yes. Camera's not. Why is this, Dan? Do you ever have problems with this camera focusing?
Not really. Not really. Last week's raid, yes, Denzel Glovington was the guy we raided last week, and it was pretty good. I was entertained. I didn't really chat much, but I was watching the stream for quite a while.
Yeah.
What was the other game? Oh, let's try One Must Fall. There's almost no way that anybody is playing this. No, nobody's playing it right now. But people have streamed it.
Is anyone playing the Colonel's Bequest?
Ooh, good idea. The Colonel's Bequest, no. Not currently. So, we've got 2 Empire of Sins. Honest Gamer Mike, Zesty Italian 211, Blood Dragon 2021, and Man Bear Pig 3492. I don't know. What do you think?
I have such a hard time picking people to raid. I'm just going to let you do it.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to look real quick and see. Okay, no, he's actually playing it. Okay, so that's a good thing. And he's playing a fairly updated version.
Guaranteed hit. Gotta love it.
Okay, good. He's there and he's talking. All right, let's raid him.
Sweet.
Honest Gamer Mike. He's going to think this is hilarious. Man Bear Pig. He has the best name, but can I raid this person? Yes, I can.
See you next Crimson Tuesday, Black Holtzen.
Yeah, thank you guys all for watching and tuning in.
Everyone.